fashion. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to take measurements. I hope you've watched my other videos. You could get the full PDF file on measurements on my blog www.missionaries.com. So here it goes. So this is my model Loretta. I'm going to be taking measurements based on the pattern making book, page 11 of the pattern making for Shapely African Woman. The first measurement we're going to be taking is a shoulder measurement. This is a shoulder. Please, you can't say that the shoulder is from here to here. The shoulder measurement is taken from one shoulder bone to another shoulder bone. So she has this shoulder bone. What you do is you connect from here to here, this shoulder bone. So as wide as her shoulder looks, she actually has a shoulder of just 14 inches. So we're going to have to measure the across chest. The across chest is usually about 6 inches away from the neckline. About 6 inches away from the neckline, we get to the chest. Just have about 12. Sometimes you could actually get lower. Most times when I'm making patterns, I prefer to just use a chest of -1 inch from the shoulder line. It's your choice. Then we have the bust position. You don't have to just take measurements based on, okay, let's take the round bust, let's take the round high waist. You have to get a position for everything, and then you have to get the round. So for the position, I'm going to start from the base of the neck. This is the base of her neck. I'll start from the base of her neck to the widest part of her bust, which is about 11 inches. So we have that's approximately the nipple point. We have 11 inches as a bust position, and you now come and measure around that 11 inches point, which gives us about 32.5 inches. So now I'm going to start from the base of it. So I have about 14 inches, 12 to 13 inches, and then 10/34. When I establish measurements, I use like bust BP 10/34. So the first number, that's 10, stands for the position, and then the second one stands for the round. So I'll take a measurement from the base of the neck. You can't start here, it is wrong. You have to start from the base of the neck to the under bust. Let it sit well. She's an African woman. We're making a dress for a shapely African woman. And even if you're not Nigerian or African, as long as you have some curves at all on your body, you should be able to take measurements, taking into consideration the unique curves you have. You need this outfit to sit thoroughly well. So that is why we have to take the underbust position, and we have an underbust position of about 14 inches underbust position. Then I'll still come and take the round underbust measurement. That's 28 inches. So when you're taking the measurements, don't make it to be so tight. We're going to introduce a bias. Introducing a bias is that I just put my finger in between, just so that the clothes won't be too tight. In as much as we like the dress to be fitted, we also need it to be free to some point. So her high waist position is usually about 1 inch before her navel. Where is the navel? Okay, this is the navel. So her high waist is usually about 1 inch before her navel. But then you could actually look at sometimes some people tend to have a very low navel position. Assuming her navel were to be here or here, that means that her high waist would be 1 inch before this point. So in as much as this person's navel might be here, there is no way her high waist measurement will be taken here, because the high waist point is usually the thinnest part of the front. So you have to start in. Now looking at this person now, I can see that the thinnest part is just about here. Just about this point. So I'm just going to measure up to that thinnest part, and it's giving me about 18 inches. Remember to put your tape under, and then bring it down right here. If you don't do that, by the time you're done making the clothes, it will shorten, and then it will be like it's hanging. It's kind of hanging, and that shouldn't be okay. So I'm going to measure my round high waist always insert a bias. In as much as you want the outfit to be very tight and fitted, you also want the person to be able to breathe and also eat. So yeah, normally it can be 25.5, then insert your bias, let it be a little bit free, so have 26. Then the lowest measurement is about 5 inches away from, the high waist measurement. So I have 5 inches below. It's the standard measurement for adults, and then I'll come and measure that lowest point. It's giving me around 31.5. Make sure it's flexible. Make sure the person will be able to move. Okay. It has to be comfortable. It has to be fitted. It has to be flexible too. So we have about 29.5. So looking at this person now, from the lowest measurement, you're looking at the widest part. That widest part now is the hip. So you measure from here to here. It's about 6 inches. Turn around. So from here to here, it's about 6 inches. That's the widest part of the front. But then when you see people that are plus size, the plus size people mostly have wider hips, and then the distance between their lowest and the high and the hip is usually wider. You could get a distance of 7, 8, 9, but then for slimmer people who have 5, 6, well, in rare cases though, we could just have about 7. So the round hip is about 35.5. So after that, you don't have to make it too tight, you don't have to make it too loose. It's all about being flexible. Just the 35.5 is just so that you can still be able to move around. You start again from the neckline and measure to the knee line. For typical Nigerians, you know, like we don't do stuff and let the flay start on the knee. We don't do stuff and make the flay start on the knee. Most times we prefer it starts just below the knee so that we can be able to cross gutters and mount lights and all that. So you can have your knee length and you can have your round knee. So throw your leg like you're walking fast, the way you do when you walk fast. This measurement I'm about to take right now is called the longest stride. So I'll just like take my tape round. And her longest stride is 27. Most clothes that some designers make in Nigeria are called cross-no gutter. And move back. So most clothes designers make in Nigeria are called cross-no gutter because people can't walk very well with them. But then asking her to throw her longest stride is how fast do you walk so that by the time you wear the clothes, you'll be able to walk. So I'm able to make the round knee to be 27. It's not, longest stride is not the same as round knee. Round knee is when you fold your knee and you just take measurement out. So I have to take the full length. Full length could be knee, could be shorter than knee. We have micro skirts, mini skirts, midi skirts. We have maxi skirts. Whatever it is you want to take. But when you're making a dinner dress, you're going to use a floor length because you want it to flow, you want it to look beautiful, you want it to look fancy. So that's it for lengths. You could actually take any length you want. So we have the round sleeve. This is the bicep. The bicep is the upper arm. So you just measure the round sleeve. Like I said, you introduce a bias by inserting one of your fingers in between. When you do that, just make sure you're able to move the sleeve. Don't make it too loose, don't make it too tight. Then remember to take the round sleeve, the sleeve length. I don't start from here. You know why? Because my outfit doesn't start from here. It starts from here because this was where I measured my shoulder. So I start from here and then I get to this place. This is the elbow length. And when I want to take around elbow, I just bend a little bit, and having done that, I take it like this. You cannot take her elbow measurement like this because in case she wants to write on a locker and she bends a bit, the outfit tears or it gets too tight. So you also have to measure the full length. Maybe get to your wrist, get her wrist. Get to this point. For most people, it's usually around 23 inches. 24 inches is a good one. 25. That's a 25. Then you measure the round wrist.
That's about 6.5 inches. So whatever it is you do, just make sure that you're very flexible. So if I were to make a trouser for her, I would ask her to sit down. And I'm asking, are we making a high-waisted trouser? Assuming that this were to be the high waist position, and I'm making a high-waisted trouser. You see the measurement from the high waist here down to the point her buttocks hits the chair. So that means a measurement from high waist here to the point the buttocks hits the chair. So that means her crotch depth is going to be about 10.5 inches away from the high waist. And then of course she's not really wearing a trouser. I would have taken her round laps, but we hardly take round laps because of the methods we use in making trousers. So you just take her round laps, and that's basically it. So thank you very much. It's been very amazing having you on this video.